Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Gloomhaven. So we are still going through the tutorial for details about the game and setup and everything. Go and watch the first one, and if you already watched it, the first and second one, then please do so watch this one. So we're gonna load the adventure here. Right now we unlock 2 classes and we are playing on insane difficulty. So far we have 40 gold. We have quite a ways off still through the tutorial. Once I finish it, I'm gonna be marking the scenarios, proper scenarios with scenario numbers. So if you want to skip, you can find the first video titled scenario in it. Okay, so the game told us it's time to unlock the new class, so we're gonna do just that. Master the elements. The Spellweaver has run into trouble out there in the forest. Help her out and she'll surely join the guild. Okay. So we got some more bandit guards. We're gonna unlock the Spellweaver here. Asking around in Gibbet Hill, you're directed down a forest path towards some long forgotten ruins. As you reach a clearing, you hear a commotion ahead. It seems some bandits have cornered an orchid woman. Is this who you have been told to find? So orchid is one of the races in this game. So far we got a brute, which is an inox, and I think Scoundrel is a human, and then this is an orchid. Maybe we can look somewhere once we unlock scenarios if there's some lore, but I don't think. Meet the Spellweaver, a powerful but fragile magic wielder who can harness the natural elements of the world. Good thing we found her when we did. That's a lot of bandits. To get her out of this mess, you'll need to harness the power of the elements infused in the battlefield. The elemental infusions display can be seen on the right of the screen, indicating which magical elements are available for consuming. In this scenario, the ice element is already infused, but elements are normally infused for 2 rounds through using actions with elemental symbols on them, available for consumption after the turn in which they are infused. This round you must consume the ice element to augment Freezing Nova's attack, killing as many bandits as you can. Survive the round by using a jump move to get out of reach. Okay, so they summoned us an element here. Earlier on you might have noticed we had some air elements going around here whenever we jumped with the brute, but we had no way of using it, so we didn't really talk about it. So, ice. Element strong. This element is available to be used for the rest of this round and the whole of the next round. Once used, it is unavailable for other characters. So, once you consume it, it's gone. And it usually sticks around for 2 rounds, the one you summon it in, and 1 more. So you can prepare the element for your character to be used in the next round if you wish so. However, you cannot make an element and use it in the same character's turn. So let's say I cannot make an element with the bottom half of this card and then use it with the top part of another card in the same turn. That's just rule, and yeah. So they want us to use the ice element. We have one ability here which can use ice. Freezing Nova, attack for 2, target all adjacent enemies, immobilize, and if we use ice we can increase attack by 1. So that's probably what they want, yeah. Power up Freezing Nova and kill the weaker bandits. Use a jump move to survive the round. Okay, and then we're gonna use the jump move. Okay, there's the jump move. So that will be our turn here. So we go before them. That's scripted. And yeah, let's use our Freezing Nova. Okay, so when you can improve your ability with an element, you're gonna get it here, similar to how you can improve your movement ability with boots. You click on it, then it gets applied, and then just confirm the attack, and yeah. So this will straight up kill 1, 2, 3 enemies, and 3 of them will stay alive, and now they are immobilized. So if we move out of the way, well, only safe spots are like these ones behind here. Yeah. So maybe I use this one because it's shielded from all sides but one. Okay. Okay, skip the rest of the movement and end their turn. So now they cannot move, so they're gonna stay where they are, and they cannot attack because nothing is dredged, so they're not gonna attack. By consuming the ice element, Freezing Nova dealt 3 base damage instead of 2, knocking out 3 bandits plus applying the immobilized condition so the bandits couldn't chase after is pretty darn powerful. Ride the Wind also infused the air element for you to use later if need be. You may have also noticed, with only 3 unburned cards remaining, the Spellweaver will be exhausted after the next round is over, as you cannot return burnt cards via resting. Fortunately, the Spellweaver has a very powerful trick up her sleeve. Many of her powerful cards may burn after usage, but the top half of Reviving Ether allows her to return all of her burned cards to her hand. Getting the timing right on this one-time recovery per scenario of all burnt cards is key to using Spellweaver well. It's up to you now. Kill the remaining bandit guards. Reviving Ether will recover all of your burnt cards, so you can finish these bandits off at your own leisure. Okay, so we got 1 card left. We have to rest. We're gonna do a short rest because time is of the essence here. So this Reviving Ether here, we need it to recover all of our burnt cards, so we cannot burn it. That would be really bad. So we're gonna redraw to burn something else. Okay, we can burn this one. And now we're gonna use these 2. Going to go fast initiative, that's probably better. And once it's my turn, I'm gonna see what they do and how we're gonna use it. So I want to use this top one here. It will recover all the burned cards. So that will be Ride the Wind and Fire Orbs and Mana Bolt are burnt, and we're gonna return them. And I think Freezing Nova is also burned. I don't know why it's not in the red, but okay. If we burn this card now, we can return that as well, but it has just a basic attack down here, so it's not going to get burned anyway. But we can do that first. And now we're gonna recover all of our burnt cards. This is a very powerful effect, but it has a downside. Permanently burned. Denotes that this card cannot be recovered from the burnt pile by any means. So you cannot return this card back to unburn all your burnt cards more than once. So once you use this one, it's gone forever. There are some effects which return burnt cards, so this is like a prevention effect to prevent us from doing like the infinite loops and whatever. Okay. So we're gonna recover our burnt cards. There we go. And end our turn. Okay, they're gonna move closer to us. They're gonna cast Strengthen on themselves. Strengthened character gains advantage on all of their attacks. The Strengthen condition is removed at the end of the affected character's next turn. So they will get advantage. We know it's the opposite of disadvantage, which we already know. They're gonna draw 2 cards and choose the better one this time if they attack. Okay, so now we need to kill these 2. I'm gonna probably be a bit greedy here, have still 4 cards left, so I don't wanna finish now. I could finish with the Fire Orbs probably, hitting both of them for 3 damage. But I would like to pick up some gold. I'm gonna heal with this card here to survive any damage they might deal to me. And on the top half, I want to do some ranged attack. This is the only one, so I'm gonna use this one. Okay. Okay, they're gonna move for 2, attack for 2, and strengthen themselves. Okay, and yeah, let's attack only one of them. We can attack 2, but I want to loot some gold next turn. So, and if in case something goes bad, I have my heal here to keep me alive. And if something goes really bad, I don't mind repeating this short tutorial anyway, so... Okay, then I'm gonna do the same action again. Okay, so let's see. Well, I can ride the wind to pick up the gold. There are 4 gold pieces here. 2 piles, 2 enemies died here, so 4 gold instead of 2. And I can try finishing this enemy off with our Freezing Nova melee. I could try to greed more, but 4 will be enough. That would already be cutting it pretty close. Well, this ability does have loot 1 on the top, but it will be hard to get out of here without the fly, and this is my only fly card. It will also burn, so I'm going to be running out of cards really fast here. Okay. Okay, let's move. And attack. There you go. For helping her out of that bind, the Spellweaver has agreed to join our guild. As you saw, her abilities can be incredibly potent, but she can be a difficult character to work with due to the complexity of her tactics. Quest complete, we unlock the Spellweaver. That's the elemental schools of magic covered. Perhaps we could do with recruiting someone who understands high-tech contraptions and such. I swear there was a Quadrille tinkerer messing about with a power core or some other artifact in the tavern not so long ago. Good call. I heard he was looking for fellow explorers to investigate a tomb nearby. Barkeep said he set off yesterday. Sounds to me like the sort who might be interested in joining a guild such as our own. Let's see if we can find him. Okay, another mission, another class. Brain over brawn. Help the Tinkerer escape one of the Demon Gate's many crypts, and he'll surely join the guild. Okay, some more living bones, which we already kind of know. The trainer informs you that the Quadrille had last been seen heading to the basement underneath an abandoned mansion to the south of the city. You reach the mansion and find the front door wide open and small footprints in the thick dust. You follow these to a door to the deep dark basement. Okay. So, a lot of people who like deep dark basements and many gold. It will be quite a group. Meet the Tinkerer. He's a great support character to have on a team, but can also take on multiple enemies in a pinch. Looking at all those skeletons, I'd say this counts as one. Okay. Currently he is wounded and will take 1 damage at the start of his turns, so you're out to heal him as soon as possible with that minor health potion. Looking at where the enemies in this room are, I advise you to go as late as possible this round. Sometimes it's better to go slow and let the enemies come to you, so you aren't at risk of being attacked. Then you can use one of the Tinkerer's famous area effect attacks to deal some serious damage to multiple enemies at once. You can recognize such abilities by their hex-shaped patterns on the ability card, showing you the shape of the area it will target. Okay, so they want us to heal the wound. Okay, we took 1 damage, 1 more and we would die. We have this wound effect. A wounded character suffers 1 damage at the start of each of its turns. A heal ability will cure the wound, so basically we are bleeding. Okay, so we have a ranged effect spell here, which targets 3 enemies if they are standing in the triangle formation. This also creates a dark element. I don't think that's important here. It will do 4 damage at range of 3. Range is calculated to the nearest part of this shape here. They also told us to go slow, so they move towards us first. So that way they can do move, we do damage, and then next turn we can go fast and do damage and finish the scenario. For other ability, I don't think it's important which one we do. we have very few cards, so I'm just gonna be looking at not to burn anything. I'll just do a move or something. Okay. Okay, they move 3, attack 1, target 2. Okay. So they're gonna move closer to us. Notice none of them were standing in the triangle, so that was another reason why we needed them to move. And now they're standing in the triangle, which is ideal for our ability here. Okay, let's... oh, we have to... Okay. So now we are at 1. Let's use our ability here. We can rotate it with R, so we're gonna do it like that. Okay. So unless we miss, we should be able to kill quite a few here. Even though they have shield, this is so much damage that it doesn't really matter. Okay, we're gonna drink the potion so we don't die. And yeah. You may have noticed that if you use heal ability when wounded, the character not only recovers hit points but loses wound condition. Healing can also remove poison condition, but in that case you will only remove the condition and regain no hit points. So poison is much harder to remove than healing. Well, you don't get the extra healing effect anyway. Okay, let's move a bit towards them so we can pick up the gold after we are done on the next turn. Boom! Ink Bomb was pretty good, eh? I'll leave you to finish off the rest of these bad guys. Did you know you can rotate the shape of an area effect by pressing R? Yeah, I knew that. Okay. We have only one card, so we need to rest here. We're gonna do a short rest or we just die. This one doesn't have area of effect abilities, so we can safely burn it. Okay, let's go fast, and this net shooter will do the similar thing that the Ink Bomb did for us last turn. Okay. So we go with 16, they go with 64. Okay, we're gonna rotate that to hit all of them, and that should be it. If it's not, then... okay. And let's move and get 1 experience. Let's see, 2 gold each, so it doesn't matter which one we pick up. Okay. This little guy packs quite a punch, eh? Let's sign him up and look for some paid jobs for the guilds to take on. Okay, so experience will level us up, we'll get some new nice cards. Enemies will also scale with our levels, so it will never be like OP, but it's quite good. We're getting a proper mercenary guild together now. Speaking of paid jobs, I've met someone who has requested our help. Peace be with you. I'm the priestess here, sworn to the sanctuary of the Great Oak. I thank you for meeting with me, as we at the sanctuary are in dire need of assistance. You see, the holy crypt in the catacombs beneath the sanctuary has been broken into and defiled by deranged cultists, raising hordes of undead to do their nefarious bidding. I beg of thee, please help us be rid of this menace. All too common an occurrence these days. Anyhow, sounds like an opportunity to try out our 2 latest recruits together. Get to it. Okay, again, mission. The undead have risen in this crypt. Time to return them to their slumber. So some living bones and a new enemy, living corpse. A lot of HP, slow movement though. Well, slow base movement anyway. The keeper meets you at the entrance to the temple, where many of the acolytes look fearfully towards the building. She explains that portals have opened in the crypts, and that, although they have a holy symbol capable of closing them, no one is brave enough to enter the crypt. She gives you the artifact and explains. You will need to remain in the crypt for some time, and then the symbol will close and dispel the portals. Good luck. She ushers you forwards. Okay. The crypt is bathed in an unholy light emanating from mysterious portals in the corners of the room. You brace yourself for battle against whatever evil may come through. So these are the 3 portals. They will be summoning extra enemies. We have to survive for 3 rounds, and we have full decks, so it will be pretty hard to lose this one since you can burn cards to prevent damage. But yeah, let's try to do our best and pick up some gold in the process. Okay, let's check the abilities. So for the Tinker we have Energizing Tonic, Restorative Mist, Toxic Bolt, Net Shooter, Stun Shot, Reviving Shock, Reinvigorating Elixir, Enhancement Field, Hook Gun, and Ink Bomb. And yeah, it's a lot of support abilities. One of the ones I find very interesting is this one. You and all adjacent allies add +1 to all their attacks this round. And we already saw fire bombs from the Spellweaver, which is pretty nice. So the Spellweaver has a Mana Bolt, Freezing Nova, Flame Strike, Fire Orbs, Reviving Ether, and Ride the Wind. Very few cards, but she can return some from being burned with this ability to extend how long she can remain in the scenario. So we're gonna use Fire Orbs on her. It will attack free, range 3, target free, gain 1 experience for each enemy targeted. So ideally I want to be in range of 3 enemies. That will not happen here. So I need to let them come closer to me. So I'll probably put her like here, so I must close this one's range. This one is not, and this one is not. So I'll let them go first, and then I'll do my fire orbs on them. And maybe, let's see, this one, attack for 2 in range of 2. So I'm hoping they go slower than 69. And then I want to go with Tinker before the Spellweaver, so I give her +1. Let's put him there. And that will be the bottom action, and then top action, maybe I can do some damage. No, maybe even a stun. Well, I don't want to stun them if they go right between us. I will stun them if they go before both of them. Okay. So they go with 64. That's right between. Okay. So this will move for 2, immobilize and muddle, target 1 adjacent enemy. Okay, and this one will move for 1, attack for 2, target 2. So we'll not get scratched this turn. Okay, cool. Alright, let's do our plan here to give adjacent allies +1 attack. And if this one is in range, I'm gonna stun it. It's not. I want this one to come closer, so I'm not gonna stun it. And this one is out of range, so I'm just going to skip attack here. Okay. Now let's use the fire orbs. So instead of 3, they're gonna do 4 base damage because of the enhancement field, which is really nice. And yeah, one more. Cool. And now I'll move here to pick up some gold. This one is out of range for the bottom half, so I'm just gonna use the default move there. Okay, these 2 spawned out of portals. The spawned enemies should not drop any gold, so we should have to pick up these 2. This one and the one this one drops, and that should be it. Okay, so now let's see. I want to pick up these 2, so let's ride the wind there, and let's do some mana bolting action on the one which is still alive, like that. And then with the Tinker, we want to pick up that gold. 1, 2, 4. And we want to save some fast movement, if we have any, that is. We have move 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, let's save the move 6 for the next turn. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Do we have some ability which has 4 ranged? 4 range. Oh, that one has, I guess. Okay. 20 and 47. Okay, we go before them. That's cool. All right, let's jump here. And let's attack this one. Let's increase by 1 for by using our fire element here. This circle means we can use any element to enhance by 1. So yeah, we can probably choose which one if there are more. Yeah, we should be able to anyway. Okay, cool. And now we don't need to use this, but we can, I guess. We can immobilize. Let's see. Move for 0. Okay, no need to immobilize. Move for 2. Okay, let's immobilize that one. There we go. And it's quite nice damage actually. And let's move there. Okay, we need to survive for one more turn after this one. And we are done. Okay, let's pick up some gold and we need 6. Yep, let's go. 6 and then, I don't know, attack something which gives experience, I guess. Yeah, okay. Move for 6 to here, okay. And let's attack this too. Okay. And turn. And let's see, we have to move here. And I can attack one of the adjacent enemies just for, you know, sake of it, but yeah. Oh, they're gonna do some damage to us. Well, maybe not. What did they do anyway? Move 4, attack 2, target 2. Okay, so this one moved, so it's adjacent to 2 of us. You can move through allies, like he did. So he did 2 attacks here. This one cannot position himself to attack 2 targets because this one is obstacled and it's the only spot other than this one to be able to hit both. So he just stayed where it is because it's next to the character already. And these two do just some basic attacks. And yeah, the portals suddenly blink out of existence. Whatever dark magic was reanimating the undead seems to cease, and they collapse to the floor. You have survived the undead onslaught and restored peace to the sanctuary. So yeah, the holy symbol we had basically killed everything else and destroyed the portals. I cannot express just how grateful I am. Truly, thank you. With the threats to the sanctuary gone, we can finally resume the restoration of the temple here. It will be some time before we are ready to resume our normal services, but I hope we can be of help in the future. I bid you farewell. Hang on a second, we did that for free? I thought we were supposed to be looking for paid job. Ugh, never mind. Join a guild, they said. It will be fun, they said. You'll make heaps of gold. Pfft. Grumble, grumble. So merchant's not happy. Don't mind him. Thanks to you, the temple will reopen in due time, and you will be glad to receive their blessings. Now, the next village we've lost contact with is the Marshes. The route is under lockdown after a number of raids from small bands of vermlings camping nearby. I want you to head up north and see if you can drive them out. Oh, and watch out for their hounds. Let these scars across my face be a warning to you. You get up close to those dogs and they'll bite back. Okay, so we got another scenario before unlocking more classes, so I'm gonna do this one as well because it's already the classes we know. Vermling, the march north. Vermling packs control the area. It's up to you to clear their encampment. So we're gonna see some new enemies. The Hound, health 8, movement 4, attack 2. Well, this is for base level 3, but I think in the tutorial it will not be so high numbers. And they have retaliated innate, so when you hit them, they will automatically bite you back, and shield cannot prevent retaliated damage. And then we got Vermling Scout, fast moving enemy. I think they also have the poison, but let's go. As you head north from Demonspire, the path gradually turns to mud and the farmland gives way to small patches of woodland. Entering one of these thickets, you hear the howls of wolves on the wind and strange high-pitched grunts urging them on. It seems they have picked up your scent. You prepare for battle. So these hounds are pets of these small wormling dudes. They come often together. Hounds burst from the underground, barking at you menacingly, soon followed by a wormling scout. He seems briefly taken aback at having stumbled upon a band of mercenaries, but quickly regains his composure and knocks an arrow, ready to fight. Okay, so we got a few more spells this time. 8. Okay, that's the standard, I think. So we got Mana Bolt, Frost Armor, Freezing Nova, Flame Strike, Fire Orbs, Impelling Eruption, Reviving Ether, and Ride the Wind. And on the rogue, well, the Scoundrel, we have Flanking Strike, Backstab, Throwing Knives, Smoke Bomb, Thief's Knack, Thief's Knack. That's always the hard one to read. Special Mixture, Venom Shiv, Quick Hands, and Single Out. So I want to go fast here, faster than them if possible, so I'm gonna use this one. And I'm going to throw some knives their way. I want to hit them before they get close to me and start retaliating. Then I'm gonna retaliate. A retaliating character inflicts X direct damage to any attackers within range. If a range is not specified, then it only applies to adjacent attackers. Multiple retaliated bonuses stack. Okay, so if you have retaliated one from one ability and some more retaliated from another, they would just add up, and yeah. On Wizard, let's go also as fast as possible. And then, I don't know, maybe something we don't actually burn. Attack 2, range 3. Let's actually take the attack, which has attack on the bottom, in case they go faster than me. Okay, hounds are pretty fast, as I remember. Yep, they are actually faster than 7. Oh my, okay. So, I can throw some knives into them, and I'll do so. Okay. And now I want them to come to me, so the Spellweaver will be able to do 2 attack on 2 range on this one here, so I'm gonna end the turn where I'm standing. Yeah. So the hounds will move for 3, attack for 2, and immobilize them. Okay, so we'll not be able to move. And that's pretty tricky combination together with the retaliated. Okay. Good thing about retaliated, however, is that if you kill them, they will not bite back because they can't. So they will not. Okay, that will be the first action, and then next action we're gonna attack for 2. This one on the ranged. Oh, nice. Cool. And now the scout is doing his move 2, attack 0, range 3. Okay, cool. Okay, let's go fast. We have a ranged attack, that's cool. Let's go slow on the bottom one, and also let's go fast on the top one. Well, we would like to pick up that. Let's see, can we pick both with that ability which picks up as we move over? Well, where is it? Well, it's not here. So each class has more abilities than they can actually carry, 3 more to be exact. So some abilities which we have here we actually didn't have last run, and some which we did now we don't have. So unless I'm kind of blind, well, actually we can loot. We can loot with the bottom half of the quick hands here, and then let's see if we have some ranged attack. No. Well, let's just loot and heal, I guess. Okay, and then on Wizard we can do ranged attack. Let's move next to the door. This one will do. Okay. Move 4, attack 0. Okay. Well, we cannot move anyway because we are mobilized, so good call. Okay, we are not in range, so we're gonna move first. We want to attack with the ranged attack, so it's probably a good idea to... Let's see what they do. Move 4, attack 0, okay. So it would be a good idea to stand at range, but close to the door, so that would be like here. Okay. And let's attack. There's no element to consume, so it's going to be a weaker attack. That was a funny noise. Does that make me a sadist or something? I don't know. Okay, so they actually attack with the melee attack this time. Okay. Let's loot. And let's heal. Okay, well, we need some... Well, I guess melee attack is good here, and then let's just use some standard movement. And on rogue, let's not use the fast ones, but I do need some good movement. 5 to the door sounds good, and yeah, let's do some melee attack. Okay, that's good one. I didn't want to go slow, but mistakes were made, doesn't matter. Okay, let's attack this one. Good. And let's just pick that up. Well, maybe it would be better if Rogue picks it up. No, it's okay. I don't know what that effect was, so whatever. Let's move next to the door. Skip movement, skip attack. Okay, so I got one more turn here, and I got 1.5 more turn here, so let's see. Well, I got a move 6 here, so that's good. No proper attacks here though, but should be alright. And then here, move 4 and then range attack, and that's alright. So maybe there's some traps to this arm. Or we could go invisible, I guess. Yeah, let's go invisible. So on your next attack while invisible, double the value of the attack and gain 2 experience. I'm gonna also make a darkness element, and this is persistent. It goes indefinitely or until it's triggered. And on the next attack while invisible, double the value of the attack and gain 2. Okay. Invisible. Invisible character cannot be focused nor targeted by the enemy, but can be damaged by non-targeted damage. Invisibility does not affect interactions with allies. The invisible condition is removed at the end of the affected character's next turn. Monsters treat invisible characters as if they were obstacles. Okay. So the only way pretty much to get damaged is by like, I don't know, wounds, bleeding, and maybe stepping into a trap. Okay, let's move. You have located the sparsely defended Vermling encampment. Driving the enemies away from here should make the trade route safe once more. Okay, so let's see. What did I press? I pressed Alt by accident. Okay, cool. We can see the discarded cards and stuff by pressing Alt, so that's good to know. Well, only left Alt works. Okay. Okay, let's see. Now we press tab. So there are 3 enemies and 4 piles of gold, so this will be another looting turn, I guess. Well, looting series of rounds. We cannot move to any of the gold from here where we are, so let's move next to this doggy here, I guess. And let's turn invincible. So now they cannot target me, so they'll behave like I'm an obstacle. So now the Hound, and this will get closer to our Spellweaver here, ignoring our Scoundrel. Okay, we'll move into the room as much as we can. Well, wait, if we do at the fire orbs, 1, 2, 3, well, none. Only the dog is in the range, so maybe we just attack it from here, and if it's killed, then we just pick up the gold. Yeah, let's do it that way. It's a bit of a waste of a very good ability, but it keeps the pace going. Okay, skip movement. So now we're gonna do... well, I'm very far away. I might get... I might be able to sneak through with the long rest here. Okay, and then the rogue... Well, the Scoundrel can also long rest, since it's invisible anyway. Okay, there you go. Let's see, do they have a ranged attack? No? Okay, so they just scatter forward, scramble forward, whatever. Okay, let's burn, I don't know, single out something which doesn't have experience. Maybe it's even better. Well, this one doesn't have any experience, it's healing, but I don't think we'll need it. Okay, and Scoundrel turn, and here... Right, the wind doesn't give any experience, but it's very nice movement. But yeah, we don't want that. We are in no rush. Okay. Round 6, well, let's go super fast. Oh, smoke bomb is here, still here. On your next attack while invisible. So it's here, but we're not invisible anymore. But if we would become invisible, then this would be worthy again. Okay, cool. Let's see. We want to hit this one and then pick up some gold, I think. What's our best attack we have? This one probably. 5. 7 if this Spellweaver comes closer, but that's not gonna happen. So it's 7. Okay, some experience. Alright, and some good movement maybe? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can pick this one and then maybe this one next turn, and with the Spellweaver I can go for these two maybe, I don't know. If I move here I can loot both of them with quick hands, but yeah. Well, if I go here I can loot these two. Next turn. Yeah, maybe that's a better choice. So free movement I need here. Let's see. That's alright. On Spellweaver I want some single target damage in case the Scoundrel doesn't finish it off. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we can finish it off and yeah, pick up the gold. So something with free range will work. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's go right after it. Okay, cool. Okay, they just attack and poison. They don't move though, so if we move away from them we are safe. Okay, let's do that attack, shall we? There we go. 1 experience. And let's move here. Yep. There we go. And now we're gonna pick this one up here. Skip the rest of the movement. We're gonna skip the attack because we don't wanna kill the enemy. If we kill it, then our mission ends, and look at all this gold we still need to pick up. Okay, so we're gonna loot 2, right? Yep, like that. 1, 2, 1, 2, right? And that's on the bottom, and then on the top doesn't really matter. Here we want to pick up this one. That will probably be Rogue's job actually, but let's start moving towards it. Scoundrel's job and Spellweaver's job. I'm gonna be calling this Wizard and Rogue a lot because reasons, but you know. let's take that damage. Let's start moving towards that gold, I guess. Let's keep the attack. This is like a mop-up part. Not very exciting, but yeah, let's do a short rest here to get at least 3 movement. That's 4, so let's redraw. Let's use that 4. And yeah. Whatever. So yeah, tutorial pretty easy. Very few enemies. Nothing to be too afraid of. So we have plenty of time to pick up all the gold. And plenty of health to take the damage while doing it. Okay, so now would be cool to kill. Let's see. Let's try to kill with that one, and let's do a short rest here. Whatever. But let's go after the wizards. There we go. Move 4. 0 damage. Okay. 1 damage. Oh, we went before. Messed that one up again. But let's see. This one has loot, so if we kill with this one, we can still loot. Okay, that's good. That turned out alright anyway. Yeah, my concentration dropped a bit. Been playing for quite a bit today, so yeah, that's it. We wouldn't be able to pick it up with a wizard, but we will just pass the round if that didn't work out. Okay, so we are done with some more experience under our belt and some more gold in our pockets, as they say. Quest complete. Unlock the Marshes. Claim rewards. Just one more route to clear and I should have re-established contact with enough suppliers to reopen my shop for business. I'm sure you can't wait to get your hands on some decent gear. Oh, that would be quite nice actually. There's some incentive for you. As your core training nears its end, I hope you're getting used to how the various abilities and effects interact with each other. You'll certainly be needing some advanced techniques on the quest to come. Anyhow, I've tracked down a potential 5th mercenary for a crew. If you can get him on board, this guy has fists of stone, and I mean literally. Okay, cool. So more mercenaries, so we're gonna do that in another video to have it nicely cleanly cut between different classes. And yeah, nearing the end of the tutorial, so I think one more video and that will do it. So yeah, well, hope you're liking what you see so far, and thank you for watching. See you in the next episode. Have a nice day.